Put the brat in with the bacon. Get that washed. Save some space. Noah, how's it going? So if you didn't know, I just posted the video. I did my daily exercises. So I did a live where I did my pre-workout. I did my daily exercises. Now I'm back, I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna ride my bike tonight. That's kind of the plan. I'm glad you're doing well, brother. We have a lot to be thankful for, man. Not so many people are doing good, you know? I live in gratitude. I think that we all just have so much to be thankful for. That's for sure. Family, friends, good health. I mean, there's so much to be thankful for. Bananas are great. I won't lie, I eat a lot of bananas. Well, I wouldn't say it's the best fruit for me. It's really convenient. You can take them with you. I mean, I like them anyway, but probably not as expensive as some other foods. But I don't know, I just like bananas. I eat a lot of bananas. It's kind of a filler too, so like if you want something sweet, it kind of satisfies a craving, you know? I mean, I eat watermelon, but for me, watermelon's hard because a watermelon is so big. You know, once you cut it up, then you gotta like figure out a way to store it, you know? And it doesn't store for days. That's what I mean. Like bananas, you can keep them there for 3 or 4 days. Watermelon starts to go right away. But I do eat pretty much every fruit and vegetable available. Trying to stay healthy, man. I have gained a little weight. I need to clean up my diet. Try to get back down. You know what? I tell people I don't even have a TV. But no, I don't play any games. I've been thinking about it just because so many people ask me. We were kind of talking about this earlier too. Was like people were asking me if I watch any UFC events. I don't. I don't watch any sporting events. I don't have a TV. I don't have any gaming systems. I don't have a stereo. Like, I got rid of all that stuff. I will admit that since I've been doing these lives and I've been building this YouTube following, the subscribers and all that, I think it would be cool to play some games with the subscribers, or, you know, get online and, you know, play some Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. So I've been thinking about it, but it'd hack up a lot of my day. You know what? I like watching sports highlights, but I do not watch whole game event, like whole games. I don't watch basketball games, baseball games, football games. I don't watch UFC events. I don't watch it all. I will watch some highlights for a minute. That's about it. Boy, I got some good food right here, son. I gotta tell you. Got that tenderness. Have you seen the tenderness videos? They're so funny. You should look it up. It's like this old black dude that runs a barbecue place, and he makes like really good barbecue. He's like, "Is that tender?" It's like, "How tender is that?" And like all the meat falls off the bone. It's pretty funny. So people have been copying him. They do like little tenderness impersonations. So this is what I got. Look, I got bison. So I got ground bison. I made bison patties, bacon, and I got some cheddar brat and white rice. So that's going to be my little meal for today. And everybody knows I got that barbecue sauce. Spread a little barbecue on there, and we're good. Take my vitamins. I do live alone. I think, again, like, this is some of the topics that come up, you know, like, people will say, like, they never see me with anybody. Like, they're like, "You're not really with anyone. Like, you never have friends around, or you don't have a girlfriend or whatever." And I'm like, yeah, welcome to my life. Like, I really don't hang out with anybody. I kind of mind my own business most of the time. I try to be nice to people, but whatever, you know, like, doesn't always work out. So yeah, I'm usually by myself. One second. So the answer to that question is, my dad lives in Chicago. I do talk to him probably more than I've ever talked to him in my life at this point. But my dad really never played a role in my life. I was never around my dad. My dad was not close by. That I really don't have a relationship to my dad. That's just how that is. And my mom was murdered. My mom was murdered like 15 years ago or so. She was like 51 or 52. So that's been a while since my mom's been gone. But my mom was a drug addict. She really didn't play a role in my life either. So that's the truth to those situations. If you can probably Google my name and see all that there. I mean, that's why I just tell people the truth, because it's on the internet. If you look it up, it's right there. Nothing to be sorry about, man. Life has its own way, you know. Everybody's life is different. It could have been a lot worse. I'm very grateful for the things that have gone the right way. I should just put it that way. No, I don't get bored at all. I really don't, to be honest. Hold on, I'm gonna switch sides. Ooh, damn! I kind of caught my charger there. So no, I don't really get bored. Um, I think there's a lot of answers to that question of being by myself. Um, no, I really don't get bored. I mean, like clearly, I can pretty much get up and do what I want. You know, it's not like I don't know people. I know people. I've had good times with certain individuals, so I do hang out with friends, associates, whatever you want to call it. Um, I guess when I get around to it. Working on the job thing now. Again, I've been very fortunate. Like, I worked all summer. I worked every day all summer long, like all through the spring, all the way into the fall. I worked every single day. So I've been lucky that this past month I've been able to take a little time off and then search for a new job. But I do need a job if you can give me one. If you're hiring, Omaha isn't that far away. Oh, we already talked about this, didn't we? I think Omaha's like 4.5 hours from me. Yeah, we already talked about it. I think that whole situation is just a matter of relocation. What's up, bro? Free Diddy. Let him go. I think if anything, if Diddy walks away from this thing, he's gonna be like the spokesman for baby oil. Everybody in the world's gonna want Diddy baby oil. It's the best. I live in Davenport, Iowa. So I'm on the other side of Iowa from Omaha. Omaha's like a straight shot west. I don't know if Iowa's peaceful, but it's a decent place to live. I tell people it's safe. It's probably one of the safer places to live. Very, gee, sorry. That's something in the back of my throat. Yeah, it's very country. I mean, we live in the country, but I don't know if country really exists anymore. Yeah, New Orleans is rough, bro. New Orleans is tough. You heard me? You heard me, bro? I know about New Orleans. Was it Iowa University or Iowa State? I didn't watch the game. No, you didn't. You saw BG. I think that, man, when I was coming up through like high school, going to college, Nebraska was a superpower, bro. I went on a college visit to Nebraska. Dude, their weight room was like a mile long. And they had like, it was something like 380 players on their team. It was insane. Man, that's awesome. BG. That's so funny, bro. He's got to be old now. Yeah, I know the whole crew. Cause like wasn't BG didn't BG and Little Wayne, didn't they do Bling Bling? Weren't they on that track together? That was like pretty much what made Little Wayne blow up was Bling Bling. Yeah, if I play music, it mutes the whole live. Lil Boosie, yeah. I'd like to meet Lil Boosie. I think he seems pretty cool, man. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, I couldn't imagine, like, if you worked at the airport, I guess you would see all the superstars flying in and out of there. See murder. Oh, that's what we used to do. I used to love that stuff. The whole No Limit crew. That that No Limit era, that was like my freshman year of college. And that's when Master P, C Murder, BG, Lil Wayne, like the whole clique, the whole group, they were just releasing millions of tracks. And between me and my friends, we had them all. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I don't know. That's a real toss up because I think that they kind of worked together a little bit. Like some of those rappers kind of jumped back and forth together. The No Limit Cash Money guys. Because just like he was mentioning BG, I think BG went with Cash Money. Little Wayne was with no, flip it around. BG was with No Limit. And Little Wayne ended up going with Cash Money, I believe. I think when those guys started out, they worked together a little bit. Soldier Slim, yeah. Soldier Slim was awesome. Dude, they had so many rappers. They just had so many rappers, it was insane. Okay, BG was Cash Money. Yeah. Like I said, back then, I think when No Limit first kind of started picking up speed, they were kind of neck and neck, but I feel like No Limit kind of outweighed Cash Money. Yeah, I heard there was like some like rap battle or something. Like recently, within the year, there was like some kind of like rap battle situation with Cash Money and No Limit. I'm doing all right. James is jumping back in. I liked Master P. Master P was awesome, but man, so was Birdman. They were really doing it. Those guys were really doing it. Yeah, every day's a good day. Like I tell people, I live in gratitude. I'm so thankful for so many things. I mean, it's easy to get negative and look at the world in a negative light, but I'm so thankful for so many things, and I just try to soak in gratitude. I really do every day. I think that once you learn gratitude, it makes life so much easier. It's like you can't even, like once you learn gratitude, you can't even dislike anybody anymore. It's like impossible. I am gonna ride my bike tonight. Dude, last night was brutal. It was a lot colder than I thought. And when I was riding, I was like, man, my feet are frozen, but it had dropped down way lower by the time I went and rode my bike. Yeah. Um, I think as I get older, I should say I'm more mature now. When you really learn the definition of these words, love and gratitude and friendship and girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, when you learn the actual definitions of these words, loyalty, faithfulness, again, when you learn the actual definition and you actually have an experience to back up those words, life just changes for you. So yeah, last night I was riding. Did you see that I posted the ride in the community post? Did you see that, James? I know I'm jumping back and forth in conversation, but I posted the ride in the community post. Did you see that? Because I think the hardest part of that ride was I went across the Centennial Bridge and they hadn't cleared the sidewalk yet, and it was like probably 8 inches of rough snow with ice underneath. It was difficult. It was very difficult. I did fall down a few times. All right, take it easy. Catch some fish. Catch some fish for me. Dude, I ate it so hard at the bottom of the bridge. Like right before you get on the bridge, there's this like big, it's like a, off the sidewalk, it's like, it kind of rounds. It goes like a big round circle. And so I had to go up and around. As I was going up and around, my back wheel slid. I couldn't get my feet out of my clips. I just fell so hard. I just laid there for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I just laid down. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna lay here for a second, relax. I need a shave. London. I'd love to go to London. I've been to Scotland. I think it'd be a good time going to London. Jose, you're back. I am still alive, brother. I made it. I would love to come over there and clean up society. All of society. Vote for me. Vote for me. Yeah, I did that live and then I went downstairs. I worked out. I had to eat something, so got some food in. Still on live. Drew for president. Let's do it. I'll clean this nation up. I think I would do better than most people, to be honest, but I think the problem is the people at the top, they're too detached. Everybody at the top, they're detached from the people at the bottom. And man, it's so sad. It's really sad. Do they have lifted trucks in London? Like, do they have jacked up trucks? That would be the one thing I'd want to bring to London. Lifted vehicles. Yeah, man, I mean, it's the people with money compared to the people with no money is just a world apart, you know, and I think they're kind of proving it right now, especially with all these like the cuts, all the like they're investigating all the government systems and finding all these the money's going everywhere it shouldn't, and we have so many people that are suffering here, and it's unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary. Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to set forward and strive to be the best you can be. But I mean, even with effort, some people, if there isn't the ability for them to make it from one level to another, that's like me right now, like I would really like to finish my college degree, but it's just the time management, having a job, being able to commit your time to studying and going to the classes, and it just it doesn't work out. The math doesn't work out. So there's some things you can do and some things you can't. But I do believe that there should be some way for you to get to those different levels. No matter what you want to do, there should be a pathway. I mean, earlier we were talking about simple stuff like the MMA world, and I was like, yeah, I would love to get back and get involved in MMA, but it just there's just no pathway right now. That's funny. Well, I think I was fortunate to get in and out at the right times when it came to the MMA world, and I could have kept going. I definitely could have kept going. I just decided not to because I saw a lot of deterioration amongst the guys around me. Um, we lost some people, we had some friends die. Some guys I used to train with died. Um, some serious injuries. Some other people had some other real serious medical problems. So the way I looked at it was I'd rather take control of my life than end up in a real bad situation just trying to chase a few extra dollars. I thought, I felt as if the UFC took care of me pretty well, but I did make some good sponsor money too. So I did pretty well. I can't complain about it. And I definitely can't complain about the UFC. They treated me pretty well. I really wish there was some sort of residual pay or something like that, but most of it, I can't really complain. It would be me like nitpicking little things. As far as I know, the guy doesn't have a, and this is like the differences between when I was involved and like what the sport is now. So there are some of these superstars who don't have good morals. And I guess that's his situation, is he's just morally different than a lot of people. I'm moving this camera. So what I'm saying is like some people they're chasing different things, and some people don't have very good morals. So I mean, all that plays out in the end. I mean, I can't really reflect on the guy because I don't know everything about him. So, but what I understand is he doesn't have much of a moral compass. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of the exact words here, but it's basically it's like to he who much is given, much is required. And really what that means is the more responsibility you get, the more of a moral compass you have to have. The more you have to keep thinking about your environment and what you're doing. So, to he whom much is given, much is required. That is those are the words I'm hearing. And some people don't understand that. I I would love to do that stuff. Send me some tech and I'll review the hell out of it. I mean, yeah, it just these are like opportunities I don't really know much about, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna go out tonight. It's 6:45 right now. I just ate my food. I got some pre-workout left. Um, I'll probably get cleaned up, do a few things around here, and then get going after a while. Yeah, you could say that, but I think if you went with me, you would kind of see what I do. Um, I don't think the camera does it justice. I do go to some really sketchy spots though. Like if you go back and you look at some of those bike ride videos that I just posted from the last couple of days, I mean, I go to some really sketchy areas. And sometimes I get freaked out. Like I was riding and I decided to go down this trail. It's the middle of the night. It was like 12 or 1 in the morning or something. I'm riding down this trail and there was a guy just standing there in the middle of the woods. And I was like, what the? I was like, what's going on here? I mean, pitch dark in the middle of the woods. I'm riding down this trail and there's a guy just standing there. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so this kind of goes back around, I think, to I do try to do some of the things the subscribers ask me to do. So, like James is talking about, people ask me, hey, do a live and take us on a bike ride with you. And I was like, I can't do that, but I can do the GoPro. So I took the GoPro and I did that. But there's things that are happening here. So like from when I started doing this, I have broke so many stands. I've broke so many mounts. I lose power. I don't get reception. There's so many places I go and so many things I try to do. And, don't get me wrong, it's nobody's fault. It's just the fact that sometimes I don't think people understand like how much effort I put in. And then it's not like I'm getting anything out of it other than just satisfying like the subscribers. But man, sometimes it's tough, like packing all that stuff. Like when I go to the mountains and I put all this stuff in my backpack and then I got to get it all set up so it works and take video and all that stuff. It's, and I'm gasping for air because I'm up higher in elevation. I don't think it's emotional. I'm not saying there's no emotion there. I'm just saying that there's a lot that goes into it, and it's not like I have anything to show for it. I just decided to do it and I do it. But when somebody says, hey, go do this live, it's like, I already tried it and I broke the mounts and I got to go buy new mounts. And there's like all these steps to it. I don't think it's emotional at all. I will admit that I've been seeing a lot of like crying videos, and I think that people are catching on to the idea that someone will stop and watch a video because somebody's crying. And I think that's so lame. Yeah, so you're totally right, James. I do everything on my own terms. I totally do. Yeah, again, I mean, I see, okay, like you say reaction videos. I see there are people that get popular because they're doing these reaction videos. And what I mean by that is they're like the news guy. So there's a fire in Canada and they make this video and oh my God, everybody, there's a fire in Canada. Can you believe how bad it is for those people there? And then the next video is, oh my God, there was a fire in Hawaii. Is it connected to the Canadian fires? And then the next video is, North Carolina had this big landslide. And that's how they get popular, is because they're like the news anchor, you know? I don't know. I guess it's just not my thing. No, you're not being pushy. I like talking about it. It's the ideas. It's just ideas and thoughts. That's okay. I think that the ideas you have are good. I mean, it's valid. I'm just explaining the things I see as well. I mean, yeah, I guess if there was some way to blow up or whatever, I would just want to do it on my own terms, like something surrounding me and the things I'm interested in. The reason I say that, you don't want to hear those thoughts right now, but the reason I say that is because I'm more about the action. I'm more about me personally, what's going on with me and what's going on around me, rather than like, I can't say names, but there are some people that are popular because all they do is talk trash about the people who are actually doing something with their life. And I don't think that's fair. Like, when you see celebrities on their downfall and you sit there and you go, look at this person, they used to be this and now they're worthless. And dude, you're a spectator. Sit back and just be a spectator. You know, like, you don't have to trash somebody because they actually tried to do something with their life and they used to be good at it and now they're not, or, you know, things like that. I think that there was a big write-up about, there was an NFL player who started trash talking this. He was like a sports analyst, and he ripped this guy down to the ground. And the guy, I guess the guy decided he wasn't going to be a sports writer anymore. And the NFL guy, yeah. So the NFL guy basically retired this guy with one article. He goes, one article, he's like, I retired this guy. He goes, he couldn't have dealt with everything I've had to deal with since high school all the way through the pros. He goes, I was in the paper every week for 10 years or something. And he was like, and this guy gets one article written on him and he retires. He goes, that's exactly why he's not an NFL player, like, or a superstar. It's because he can't handle the pressure. So I think that when it comes to these reporters, analysts, things like that, I just leave them to it. You know, I don't try to get into everybody else's business. I try to talk about me and what's going on right around me. I do enjoy like having some debates about different things and stuff like that, but again, these are more my opinions than, you know, factual stuff, I guess. Like I said, vote for me. I'll be the president. I'd rather do that. I'd rather say vote for me. I'll be the president rather than talk about my president right now. You know, does that make sense? I don't know who that is. I appreciate it, man. You get me over there, I'll take care of it. Promise. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to wrap this up because I got to get some things sorted out. I got to get my bike ride in tonight as well. Go back and look at some of those bike ride videos. They're just like within the last couple of days. You can look at the last video too that I did just today. I did some basic exercises downstairs. It's pretty good. Am I serious about what? I'm trying, man. Hey, if you want, please pop in, shoot me any thoughts, ideas you might have. We can talk about it. Maybe it'll work out. Yes, James. I ride my bike every day. Winter, summer, doesn't matter. Mountains, flat ground, hills, gravel, wherever. Every day, bro. I'll take a picture for you. A lot of times my camera, when I take my phone with me, it freezes and it gets like real, like kind of foggy or a little ice on it. So I usually can't take a picture, but I could try. I could take the GoPros. Well, I would encourage anybody to come do it with me. Come and try it. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. It was good talking to you guys. A lot of good thoughts, good ideas. I like that. I like having good conversation. Maybe I'll come back on later. I don't know. It's 7 o'clock now. Maybe I'll get back on later. We'll see. Yeah, I just got to get things sorted out here and get out of here. All right, guys. Talk to you later, all right? James, good talk, man. Here's my little stand. Sometimes I lose them. I have like all around here. All right, guys, I'm out of here. See ya.